Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers want and need a big center, and manager Rob Pelinka wants to make a big center during the 2025 draft, and this player is the best option to add depth to the roster, and the Lakers will be able to win the championship, because they will keep Austin Reeves on the roster. The Lakers want to sign Walker Kessler during the 2025 draft. The Lakers have already made an offer to the Utah Jazz and are waiting for the big deal to be completed. Kessler is one of the best big men prospects that the Lakers could go after. At 7 feet tall, the Jazz big man is an intimidating presence under the rim. His averages of 11.1 points, 12.2 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks per game are immensely promising for a team in dire need of rim protection. Along with his capable rebounding and shot-blocking ability, Kessler is also young and moderately athletic. His ability to roll to the rim while coming off screens would theoretically pair well with Lakers superstar Luka Doncic. Los Angeles Lakers receive Walker Kessler. Utah Jazz receive Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, 2031 first-round pick. The Los Angeles Lakers are known to be in the market for a center this offseason, and the name they have been linked to the most is Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler. The team is looking for a big-bodied center who can be a great pick-and-roll partner for superstar Luka Doncic while also being a paint presence defensively, and Kessler fits that bill. The Lakers have inquired about Kessler even back at the trade deadline, and he has remained a target for them ever since. While nothing has materialized just yet, the Lakers remain vigilant in their pursuit of the young center, and it sounds as if talks at some point have at least gotten a bit more serious than just the discussion stage. According to Andy Larson of the Salt Lake Tribune, the Lakers have reportedly made an offer to the Jazz for Kessler that remains on the table. I think there's been an offer presented for Walker Kessler. Certainly the Lakers have shown significant interest all the way back to the trade deadline, certainly continuing now. Him being their future of the center, giving up multiple picks to get there, that is on the table right now. I don't know if the Jazz take it, certainly they haven't so far. Kessler is one of the best young big men in the NBA today and has shown great improvement since entering the league 3 years ago. He led the league in offensive rebounds per game, was second in blocks per game and fifth in total rebounds per game LSAT season. Pairing him with a player like Doncic, as well as LeBron James, should only make him that much better, but nothing matters if the Jazz don't accept the trade. It could all depend on the Jazz's asking price for Kessler and whether or not the Lakers are willing to match that. Additionally, with the NBA draft coming up, the Jazz have the 5th pick and have been linked with Duke big man Khaman Malach. So if they do select him, it could mean they are ready to move from Kessler. Regardless, the Lakers front office seems intent on bringing him to the purple and gold. Lakers eyeing former number 5 overall pick in free agency, insider. The Los Angeles Lakers are interested in acquiring former number 5 overall pick Dante Exum, according to Clutch Point's Anthony Irwin. Speaking on his Lakers Lounge podcast, Irwin noted that the Lakers were keen to sign the Aussie to a veteran minimum contract, given his past ties with both Luka Doncic and general manager Rob Pelinka. Exum spent 2 seasons as Doncic's teammate in a Dallas Mavericks uniform, and was previously represented by Pelinka. Rob Pelinka was previously Dante Exum's agent, Irwin said. So you have that built-in relationship. He is a very solid perimeter defender. I like that he's a little bigger, a little longer, which is something the Lakers need. He is somebody the Lakers are going to be interested in. To Irwin's point, Exum, a 6'5" guard, has blossomed into a reliable 3-and-D player in recent years. During Dallas' run to the 2024 NBA Finals, he shot 49% from deep, 1.03 per game, in the regular season and was solid defensively in the playoffs. Dante Exum's injury history. Exum, an unrestricted free agent, is expected to be available for the veteran minimum price tag due to his recent injury history. The 29-year-old guard appeared only in 20 games last season due to a fractured left hand, a year after foot injuries prevented him from playing more than 55 games. The Australian guard spent more than 2 seasons outside the NBA, between 2020 to 21 and 2023 to 24, in large part due to his injury history. He dealt with severe ankle and knee issues early in his career, which led to the Jazz eventually trading him after 4.5 seasons. Utah selected Exum with the number 5 overall pick in 2014. Exum has averaged just 6.3 points and 2.3 assists in his career, but his resurgence with the Mavericks proved that he warrants a spot on an NBA bench. Other Lakers options in free agency. The Lakers are expected to use their taxpayer mid-level exception, projected at $5.7 million, to sign a backup center, via multiple insiders. However, they could also use the MLE on a veteran sharpshooter such as Gary Trent Jr. or Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Besides Exum, another backup guard linked to the Lakers is DeAnthony Melton, who will also become an unrestricted free agent after spending a year with the Warriors. According to The Athletic's Jovan Buha, Exum and Melton are two backup guards that the Lakers are expected to target. Guards off the top of my head, I did hear, LA Times writer Dan Woik mentioned DeAnthony Melton, and I like that name. Dante Exum, a former Rob Pelinka client, I like that name, too, Buha said on his podcast in late May. For Exum, I view him more as like a fifth guard. I would not want him as the primary addition. Melton, there's some risk with him coming off the injury, but I think he's an upside play that, especially for the vet minimum contract, could outperform it. As of this writing, the Lakers have only 9 players under contract going into the 2025-26 season. That number will increase to 11 if LeBron James, $52.6 million player option, and Dorian Finney-Smith, $15.3 million player option, exercise their options. Lakers rumors, what Rob Pelinka isn't thrilled about in trade talks. Amid the beginning of what's already been an exciting offseason, days removed from the 2025 NBA Finals, Rob Pelinka and the Los Angeles Lakers will look to improve their roster to compete with the champion Oklahoma City Thunder. The Houston Rockets' blockbuster move for Kevin Durant set the tone for a busy summer across the association. The Lakers are reportedly interested in acquiring Andrew Wiggins from the Miami Heat, but executing a deal won't be easy. In a proposed deal centered around Lakers forward Rui Hachimura and Wiggins, Pelinka is reportedly growing frustrated with the Heat's asking price, per Clutch Point's Anthony Irwin. Now, fans may be wondering why the Lakers would entertain this kind of deal while their center spot is in such dire straits, but league sources say Rob Pelinka hasn't been thrilled with the asking prices he has been presented with this summer in trade talks, Irwin reports. If they went ahead with this deal or something similar, look for the Lakers to acquire next year's starting center with their mid-level exception. As things stand right now, they would have access to the taxpayer mid-level exception, worth $5.7 million. There's also a possibility that the Lakers are in the market for a center, and they're allowing the misleading reports about Wiggins run amok. It's also possible these kinds of rumors are being floated so that those teams the Lakers have been holding trade talks with for a starting center might believe they're serious about using their trade assets on something else if prices for centers don't drop, Irwin adds. This is smokescreen season, after all. The Lakers have had a thin frontcourt ever since their trade with the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams was rescinded due to a failed physical. Many anticipate that Los Angeles will address those concerns at some point during the Lakers' offseason this summer. The Lakers' interest in Andrew Wiggins is intriguing, considering his championship experience with the 2022 Warriors and defensive flexibility. The thought of adding Wiggins to the starting lineup piqued Lakers GM Rob Pelinka's interest, per Clutch Point's Anthony Irwin. I will say that the Lakers again, because of their relationship with Pat Riley, I would imagine they are very well in tune with what Pat thinks of what he saw from Andrew Wiggins, which I don't think was all that great, Irwin said. I don't know, but the Lakers have checked in on him. They have asked about what the price would be. Lakers would be foolish not to pursue newly available trade candidate. The former All-Star can reportedly be had via trade. The Los Angeles Lakers are entering the 2025 offseason with some distinct needs on their roster. The most notable is finding an upgrade at the center position. Big man needs aside, there are other areas of the roster where Rob Pelinka could make upgrades and give second-year head coach J.J. Redick even more options to work with. As the postseason proved, Redick's seven-man rotation showed he only trusted a small group of players to be on the floor when it mattered the most. It is hard to win in today's NBA when you're playing that short of a rotation, and, despite his greatness, one of the main players depended upon to produce on both ends is on the wrong side of 40 years old. That makes Wednesday's news of a former All-Star coming available on the trade market something worth keeping an eye on. Lakers would be foolish not to pursue Miami Heat SF Andrew Wiggins. According to longtime Miami Herald reporter Barry Jackson, the Miami Heat desperately want to clear out cap space to have enough money available for a max contract slot in the summer of 2026. One of the ways that Pat Riley and the Brain Trust in South Beach have under consideration to achieve that goal is trading away former number 1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins in exchange for an expiring contract. As things stand, Los Angeles is set to enter the 2025-26 campaign with Rui Hachimura at the top of the depth chart at the small forward position. Hachimura is a fine player, but Wiggins would represent a clear upgrade at that spot on both ends of the floor. If expiring contracts are all that it would take to bring Wiggins into the fold, Pelinka should be doing whatever background work is necessary before engaging in conversations with Miami. Not counting LeBron James, the Lakers have 5 players on the roster for next season on expiring contracts. There are several avenues they can attempt to take to acquire Wiggins. Taking on the former Kansas Jayhawks standout wouldn't place the purple and gold in dire financial straits either. Wiggins is set to earn just over $28.2 million for the 2025-26 season and owns a player option for $30.1 million for the 2026-27 campaign. With the salary cap continuing to rise in the coming years, the odds that Wiggins opts out of that final year in this current contract in hopes of finding a new, long-term deal seem strong. Until LeBron decides to call it quits, the makeup of Los Angeles's rosters will largely be built to maximize every ounce of potential that James has left in hopes that it brings the Lakers another championship. Getting a year of Wiggins for guys who don't have the trust of Redick seems like a no-brainer for Pelinka and the front office if they can get a deal done. Lakers seem unlikely to target West frontcourt player this offseason. The Los Angeles Lakers know that they have to make some roster upgrades this offseason as they try to win a title while LeBron James is still playing at a high level. Making trades is going to have to be the way that the Lakers make those improvements. They don't have enough cap space to really do much in free agency. Getting a center is the biggest upgrade that they need to look into. One forward/center has been linked to the Lakers, but it looks like they won't be pursuing him after all. John Collins has been a player that the Lakers have been rumored to have some interest in. It doesn't look like those rumors turned out to be true, according to NBA insider Mark Stein. Collins is someone who has been available for the last few years. Atlanta made him available almost every year they had him before finally trading him to Utah, and the Jazz don't seem that committed to him either. If the Lakers are looking for a center who protects the rim, Collins is not the kind of guy that they want. He's best used as a power forward and a small ball center in certain lineups. The Lakers would be better served by getting someone who fits the style of play of Luka Doncic and the rest of the team. They need someone who can help improve the defense. Collins has never been known as a good defensive player, so it wouldn't make sense for the Lakers to give up assets in order to trade for him. Those rumors clearly never made sense. The Lakers are still looking to figure out what they are going to do with their starting center spot, but there are certainly more trades to be made. There have already been some trades, and more are about to happen. Collins averaged 18.9 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. He shot 52.7% from the field and 39.9% from three. He also played in just 40 games this season. Sale of NBA's $10 billion Lakers expected to close this year. The sale of the Los Angeles Lakers to billionaire Mark Walter is expected to close later this year in a deal that will see Jeannie Buss remain governor of the club for the foreseeable future, Walter and Buss announced on Wednesday. The official confirmation comes a week after U.S. media reported that the Buss family would sell controlling interest in the iconic NBA franchise in a record-breaking $10 billion deal that makes the Lakers the highest-valued team in U.S. sports history. Businessman and philanthropist Mark Walter has reached an agreement with the Buss Family Trust to acquire a majority stake in the NBA's Los Angeles Lakers, a statement on the deal issued by the interested parties said. Jeannie Buss will remain governor of the franchise and continue to oversee all team operations on a day-to-day basis for the foreseeable future. From the day our father purchased the Lakers, we have been determined to deliver what the city of Los Angeles deserves and demands, a team that is committed to winning relentlessly and to doing so with passion and with style, Jeannie Buss said in the statement. I have gotten to know Mark very well over time and been delighted to learn how he shares those same values, Buss added. For the last 4 years, Mark has been an excellent partner to us, and we are thrilled to keep working with him to continue the Lakers' extraordinary legacy. Walter is the chief executive of holding company TWG Global, which has built an impressive portfolio of professional sports teams, including the Los Angeles Dodgers and Los Angeles Sparks. He is also part of the ownership group of English Premier League side Chelsea. TWG also owns the Billie Jean King Cup tennis tournament and the Cadillac Formula One team, and Walter was already a minority owner of the Lakers. His acquisition of the Lakers will mark the end of an era in the NBA, whose modern popularity owes much to the franchise's 1980s heyday. The Lakers were bought in 1979 by charismatic tycoon Jerry Buss, who quickly helped turn the franchise into a sporting powerhouse as well as a globally recognized brand. The Buss era brought the Lakers 11 NBA championships, more than any other team over the same period, and encompassed golden ages which included the Showtime Lakers of Magic Johnson as well as a hat trick of championships between 2000 and 2002 when the team was spearheaded by Kobe Bryant. More recently, the team recruited superstar LeBron James, who led the Lakers to a 17th championship in 2020, and stunned the league earlier this after swooping for Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic. The Lakers have long been one of the most iconic franchises in sports, Walter said in the statement. Since Dr. Jerry Buss first purchased the team in 1979, they have truly set the standard for basketball in one era after another.